Hi everyone, Jackie here with Enjoying Life's Journey. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another budget report card. We are going to go over August. August, we had a lot of money come in and we managed to spend almost all of it. Also, if you guys have been watching, you know we had a lot of storm damage on our roof and our ceiling, so all of that is finally being fixed. We finally got the insurance company to come to an agreement, so I'm going to talk about that briefly as we go through what some of this money is here. So I'm going to try to go through this quick. Usually when I go through these, I talk about the income that was brought in, everything that we spent it on, and a lot of times I give some little tidbits of, life updates along the way. I'm getting to the video a little later than I would like, again, because this whole week we've been having construction going on. So yeah, it's been a little crazy. All right, so going down, Ricky's base pay, he was lucky. August was a 5 paycheck month. So he gets paid every Friday, which is nice. So his base pay before taxes was $3,400. His overtime was $2,550.01. Myself, from what I started doing a side job with Instacart, so I got, I basically, that was my first week working. I'm paying our personal budget half of what I made with Instacart, brought over $31.87. Ricky got a referral bonus from his work, so he got $1,000, which was cool. He also got a $200 uniform reimbursement. So basically, every year they can buy a new pair of boots and 5 pairs of jeans, and they can get reimbursed up to $200. He actually spent more than that, but at least he got some money back for that, which was nice. And then we transferred over from our vacation savings and our giving savings $200. So this is not money earned this time, but it was money that we took out of savings to spend this month. As you see here, there's a lot going on, but this is every single paycheck, every single week, broken down into where the money went during those weeks as well. So don't worry about this right now. That's basically what it is for those of you who may not know. I budget out every single week as well, and it really helps. It helps us manage our spending and our money, and to make sure we're not late on bills. Or, if we are starting to go over in one area, we can say, okay, I'm going to cut back, things like that. So you get a better feel of what's going on instead of only looking at it once a month. You can look at it every single week. I encourage you to do that. Our first category here are all of our pay ourselves first and our taxes. So Ricky's 401k, he contributes 3% before taxes. So he was able to add another $208.50 to his 401k. Federal taxes, he paid $363.09. Arizona state tax, we paid $121.34. Medicare, it was $100.77. Social Security, $430.90. I wanted to bring up something. Someone made a comment last time about how the difference between being single versus having a family, how that affects your taxes, and that is true. For myself, anything that I make up here taxes have not been taken out yet, so I will be responsible for that at the end of the year. But as far as Ricky's go, we basically primarily live only on his income, so we are a family of 4 living off of 1 income. But because we are married, our window for our tax bracket is a little different than being single. Having kids, how many dependents you have are going to affect your taxes. So that, it definitely plays a different role. But also, I mentioned to this viewer that if you go on the IRS's webpage, you can plug in, how much you're expecting to make for the year, how much you've paid in taxes so far, and it will tell you whether you're overpaying in taxes and that you should adjust your withholdings. So even like Dave Ramsey says, the goal is to keep more money now, keep more money on every single paycheck instead of getting a big lump sum back, after tax time. Keep more of your paycheck now, because then you can save it and invest it and pay off debt and do things that you need to do with it now instead of waiting for that big check later. So Ricky and I, we did adjust our taxes this year. So as you see, we're not paying as much, and so we don't expect to get as much back. So we'll have to see how that works. But I wanted to kind of point that out because I thought that was a good observation that they brought up. So our emergency fund, we only put $600, and actually this wasn't even the emergency fund we put into. This was just savings in general. We still have a few things for the cruise vacation that we've put into our cruise budget that we didn't have the money put aside yet. So realistically, I think only $100 went back into the emergency fund. So our emergency fund is up to $1,300, so $1,300, and the rest of this went into the vacation fund. So this is kind of a typo right there. I should just say savings, but that's okay. House savings. This is the extra principal payment that we made on the mortgage. So that was $145.96. Ricky, like I mentioned, he spent, the $200. He spent over the $200, so he actually ended up spending a total of $342.68. And again, that was a combination of his new work boots, 5 pairs of jeans, and a few more tools that he needed for work. So that's what he ended up spending. Myself was $100. Personal development, I bought a few books, but I also bought the house a steam mop vacuum in one thing. It's something that I've always wanted, and now that we have tile, I ended up using my money in addition to some of the household money, so I kind of chipped in to buy that because it was something that I wanted. This might be silly. The business, we put $100 over towards the business. I did have to renew one of my domain names, and I had to renew my email for the year, so sometimes I don't have enough in there yet to do that, so we had to put some money over there to help with those. Gifts. We originally had $100. We do $100 every month, but it was Elsa's birthday, so we actually ended up spending $119.50. Like I said up here, this $60 is actually what came from the giving account to go towards her birthday. We took her to one of those indoor trampoline places, so we bought pizza there. We got her birthday present, and then she had fun jumping around doing all that stuff. So our basic necessities now. So our mortgage, this includes our principal, our interest, our private mortgage insurance, our homeowner's insurance, and our property taxes. Okay, so that's what this whole payment includes, which is $1,128.98. So we paid that. So we paid our very first September mortgage payment along with this extra $145. So we shaved off 2 months of our mortgage in just 1 month by paying a little extra. Rent and water, this was for our final rent payment for the apartment we were in. Our lease agreement was through September, so we had to pay September's rent. However, we're gonna get that back, which is a bonus. So we paid that early in August. We turned in the keys and everything, and then on, I think it was September 2nd or something, the office called me. I thought they were gonna tell me, like, we didn't do a good job cleaning or something like that. Honestly, that's what I didn't know what they were going to say. She said, actually, if you will go ahead and write up a statement saying that you released the apartment to us now, we will refund you September's rent. So, yay. So we're just waiting for the check, but that will be reflected. The refund of this will be reflected in September's budget. Groceries, we originally had budgeted, I think, $350. We went a little more crazy because I started buying more of those pre-made things like pre-made salads and the rotisserie chickens, and I was getting lazy, so we spent $402 at the grocery store. It was a lazy month, I think. Personal care, $111.60. Basically getting toothpaste and stuff like that for the house, and then I did go to the dentist and I had an exam and a cleaning done. And then we went to Goodwill on one of the dollar tag days, so I got the girls and myself some more outfits, but I think I only spent like $16, and I got quite a bit, because basically we found, each item was only $1, so I found my girls a few outfits, and I got myself a few new shirts as well. So that, I always encourage people, look at your area. If you have a Goodwill, find out what day their dollar tag days are. Ours is on Thursday, so basically it's, whatever color tag it is, it's only $1, so it's a great way to save some money on clothes. Household, we spent $419.21. This is where we went a little crazy. We ended up buying the girls a rug for their room. We got them 2 new bedding sets. We got a painting and a rug for the living room that we can't put up yet because they're still working on the ceiling. The insurance money gave us money for a couch, but we did have to. The one we found was a little bit more than they gave us, so part of that money was put over for that funding as well. I'm not sure what else, honestly, you guys. I'm not really sure what else. Ricky's cell phone, $35. SRP and APS. I mentioned, if you guys saw my budget plan for September, we still had to finish our last electricity bill at the apartment and then start the electricity bill for the new house. So that ended up being $268.24. This was actually added to, I think we had $500 put aside already because we did have to pay a deposit and things like that. So this was in addition to what we already had put aside. Our water, sewer, trash, our very first bill that we got, which was for September 10th, was $59.21. Gas, we ended up spending $172.47. So normally I budget around $160. We went over a little bit, and again, that was just the last little bit of moving. Arcadia had to finish, I think, two or three karates out at the old, over by the apartment. So we did do a little bit of extra driving than we anticipated. Also, Ricky, I had him take the car to work a few days, so we spent a little bit more. This does not include what I spent for Instacart. That's in a separate budget. Car insurance, $122.13. That's still the same. Car maintenance. So basically, we had the oil change. And then Ricky changed the oil on his motorcycle. He had already bought everything, but he needed to go and buy like a new wrench, a special wrench or something like that. Motorcycle insurance is $21.16. That's the same. Appliances, $242.86. Again, we still had some money put aside for the washer and dryer, so we needed to add another $242 for that. So we got our washer and dryer. Arcadia. So originally we just had her regular karate class, which was $8 a week scheduled. I went ahead and paid for the next session, which is, I believe, 17 weeks or something like that. I went ahead and just paid for the whole thing right up front, so I don't have to worry about it anymore. So that was $162 total. Elsa was just $12. And then our family life insurance for the entire family is $27.95. Ricky's long-term disability is $21.41. I mentioned this before, we don't have dental insurance, and our health care right now is through the state. So next year we will have to reassess all of this. Discover, this was our secured card that we got so Ricky could raise his credit score for buying the house. So we just paid the minimum that we had on there, which was 20. This is basically, we're not going to be doing that anymore. We are using the card for gas, so we can earn 2% cash back. So basically what you see on gas moving forward is actually being paid to the Discover card. So I don't know if that makes any sense, but I'll explain that more next month when we move through that. Now fun, this is where we went absolutely, I don't even know what happened. I'll be honest with you. Okay, so we did have to get Ricky a new passport card. His passport was expired, so that was $141.20. That's what you see up here, the $140 that we brought over from our savings. We spent $147 eating out. We spent $38 on like beer. We went camping, I know that. We had to buy a few new things because our tarps were on the ceiling. We ended up buying new tarps, some other things. I don't know, I may have put some of this as the luggage that we bought, or I may have put the luggage we bought in the household area. I may have split it up, to be honest with you. So that might be a combination of what was going on there. We had $7,381 before taxes, and then like, but after that we basically, we spent quite a bit. So we're gonna reel it back in. And then the last thing I want to talk about over here, I have in the income account lined up with the house savings, $6,881.38. This is the amount of money we got from our insurance company. This is to pay for, we're having the entire roof replaced instead of, originally they were fighting us on only doing half of the roof. So we got the whole roof replaced. I think they're done. They just need to finish cleaning up their supplies outside. That also includes fixing the living room. We had basically almost a little more than half of the living room ceiling done. They have to come back. They're coming back later today to do the texturing on it and then the paint, and then that's done. And then they gave us about $820 of this, which was for a new couch. But this is basically what that included, so that's how much the insurance company gave us. So I did not put this into the income account. I just have it over here because I know it's specifically like, this is the exact amount for the roof, this is the exact amount for this and that. I'm kind of just leaving it out of the budget because it's not a normal occurrence. I've already ordered our couch. I'm going to have it delivered on Monday just because today is Thursday. I'm filming this on Thursday, so they still have to come back later today to finish all that. Friday, basically it will give me the weekend to clean up. There's so much dust and stuff all over here. I'll get the new couch on Monday, and then everything will be done. I am going to make a separate video kind of showing the progress of how everything went. But yeah, you guys, things are finally starting to get done. Like I said, the week was pretty crazy trying to get stuff. Elsa and I had to be out of the house for like 6 hours yesterday while they were working on the ceiling. So we just went to my friend Vicky's house and hung out with her all day. Hopefully September things will be calmed down, and like I said, we're going to start getting into the routine of seeing what our actual expenses is looking like. Ricky has agreed to start participating in our budget meetings again. We were doing really well for a while, and then we kind of just got off of it. And honestly, you guys, when we sit down and we work together as a team, we crank through these goals so much faster than if I'm just trying to budget it and do it myself, because what ends up happening is I end up saying, hey, no, we can't buy that, or we can't do this because we're trying to save for this, and we're not on the same page. So you guys have to do your budget meetings, make sure you guys are all on the same page, because when you team up and you decide you're both on the same path, that goal, whatever that goal is for us, our goal is to save our emergency fund and to pay off the house. Those are the next two like big things that we're looking for. We're going to sit down now and actually go over what are the real numbers and what is it going to take every month for us to actually get there, so that way we can just plug away and we can keep each other on track, because Ricky and I are both spenders. I've said this in another video, so it's very easy for us, as you can see, it's very easy for us to say, hey, we got some money, and just start spending it. So we need to kind of like, we need to get back on there. So we're going to start doing that. I hope this helps you in some way. Share real numbers with you, real life situations, so you guys can see how we are able to make big progress with basically one income. You know, we're basically one income, and we're still kind of a lower income. We're definitely moving on up. We are making way more now than we did when I first started the channel, so we're making big progress. We've had a lot of life changes happen. Went through health issues, being homeless, traveling in the RV. We had a lot of stuff going on. So like I said, we're kind of back, we're settled. We're gonna sit down and make sure we're on the same page. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye. So, yeah, so I can't say yeah so many times.